Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the chapter tuple manipulation. This chapter is basically a part of class 11th and class 12th. So now the introduction part is here. In Python, tuple is also a type of container which can store list of any kind of values. Actually, tuple, as you are aware with the list, same like here, tuple also can store different types of items, different name list, different like roll number list you want to store, like marks list you want to store, alphabets list. So we can make a list but tuple is an immutable data type, which means we do not change any value of tuple. Immutable means you cannot modify the content, but in the list, that is a mutable, means we can change the item which is stored in the list. But in case of tuple, it is not possible, we cannot change. That is called immutable. Tuple is a sequence like a string and list, but the difference is that list is mutable, whereas string and tuples are immutable. In this chapter, we will see the manipulation on tuples, creation of tuple, its use in operation on tuples with the built-in functions. Now, we are going to start how to create a tuple. A tuple can be created by using a function. A tuple function is used to create a tuple. Now you can see the example how to create a tuple. T is a tuple name, then equal to tuple in bracket is written here hello. So when you will print here, it will show you all the alphabets HELLO. This is the individual element here. With the help of tuple function, whatever you are passing, it is converted into the form of single character. Now another way to create a tuple, here I am writing L. This is a tuple creation from the list. Suppose you have created a list, because whenever we are making a tuple, we have to use the we have to use the round bracket, but in case of this we have to use the square bracket in case of the tuple. In case of the list we have to use the square bracket, as you can see here. So now we have written in the next line T equal to tuple bracket L. What does it means? Already we have created a list and we are going to convert a list into a tuple. It means if you have the existing list, you can convert it as per the choice. So now this is the another way. Next is here tuple creation from the user input. You can input the values by using, with the help of tuple function, you can take the user input and you can enter the values, and it will be automatically converted into the tuple element. See the example, enter the element, then you have entered the element, then we are going to print here. Whenever you are going to print, either you can write T1 or you can write here print and bracket T1. So as you can see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 is going to come. So this is the way for creating of tuple. Now in the next slide, same we are continuing here. Creation of tuple. Look at the following example of tuple creation carefully. The first is the empty tuple. T equal to then blank. This is the empty tuple, means there is no value. Second is here single element tuple. T equal to bracket 1. What does it means? 1 is stored as a numeric value. There is a 1 element. Now single element tuple is done. Long tuple which contain multiple values. As you can see, T containing the different numbers. So when you will print, it will be printed in the form of tuple, because you are using here the round bracket. Round bracket help you to create a tuple. Nested tuple means a tuple containing another tuple. Same like we have done nested list, one list containing another list. Now in this example, we can create the nested tuple in such a way. Okay. Now in creation of tuple in Python, brackets are used for the tuple creation. Obviously we have used the brackets. So brackets, empty tuple, integer tuple, decimal numbers tuple, character tuples, mixed values tuples, and 1 2 3 4, these are the string tuples. Tuple is an immutable sequence whose values cannot be changed, as you know very well. Now the tuple comparison. We can compare the tuple. As you can see, I have written here tuple comparison. So in case of tuple comparison, I have written here A equal to 2 into 3, B equal to 2 into 3, A equal to B. The answer is coming here true. C equal to 2 comma 3. I have written here A equal to C. As you can see here, first answer is true. Why? Because A and B both are equal. But C is containing 2 or 3, but these are the character values. And in case of A is having the integer numbers. So numbers are same, but the A containing the integer number and C containing the character number. So it cannot be same. So answer of A equal to C will be false. Then we have A greater than B. A greater than B is false because A greater than B, if you will compare, because both are equal, no one is greater, so answer will come false. Now see here, D equal to 2.0 comma 3.0. D greater than A. What is the value of A? 2 comma 3. So definitely false because both are equal again. D equal to A, definitely it will be true because A containing 2 or 3, as you can see here. Now E 2 comma 3 comma 4, A less than E. Compare with the A we have 2 or 3, and here 2 3 4. Definitely in A we have 2 elements, here we have 3 elements. So our number of elements in A is less than E tuple. So it means the answer will be here true. Now tuple unpacking. Unpacking means we uh, we have different values of the tuples, and now what we are going to do, we are going to transfer all the tuple values in different variables. So it means unpacking. We are scattering all the values into different variables. Suppose we have a list of the marks of 10 students. So what we can do, we can unpack the tuple so that all the marks will be stored separately in different variables. So here you can see print W, X, Y, Z, 4 variable for the 4 values 2, 3, A or B. So W, X, Y, Z will store the values of T tuple in a sequence order. So W will contain 2, X will contain 3, Y will contain A, and Z will contain B. It will be in the form of left to right order. So you can see the output. Okay, that is called tuple unpacking. Unpacking means all the values of tuple variables of tuple values will be scattered in the form of different variables. Now different variable will hold the different values of every element of the tuple here. So 2, 3, AB are stored in WXYZ. But was a single variable which hold all the values, but now it is unpacked. Next we have tuple functions. As you can see here, tuple function which help you to do different kind of calculations. So now you can see the tuple function. First of all, we have taken for one example is here EMP. This is the tuple name. Then this is the employee with, and these are the values of employees. Len EMP we have written, so it will show you the length of the tuple. So the number of characters are here, sorry, the number of values, it will count basically. So there are, here is a 4 values, RAM 25,000, 24 LOK. So length of the tuple will be 4. Then we have max. The role of the max here to find the maximum value. So in the given example, we have the maximum value is 22, as you can see. Now we have another example here. Suppose if we will write, we can get the maximum values in case of integers, but in case of character it will be the wrong. Sorry, in case of the character it will find it on the basis of the alphabets, like Z is the greater, because Z ASCII value is greater. Capital A is ASCII value 65, definitely Z will be 90. So it is greater. This is the reason Zubain is coming here. Then min tuple TP1, there is a minimum value is 10 and the minimum value of TPL2 is what? Ana, because alphabetically A will be first. Now the next function we have index function. The role of the index function to tell you about the, as you can see here, we want to find out the index number of Zubain. Karan was the first name, Zubain is the second name. So as per the index, Karan index is 0 and Zubain index is 1 and Jara index is 2. So now we have the next function, count. The role of the count function, as you can see here, it will count the occurrence of the element. So 10, how many times it is coming here, it will count it. So 10 is coming here 3 times, as you can see. 10 first time here, then 10 is here, then last, second last 10 is here. So counting will be 3. Now we have the next here. As you can see, we have here the next function, t equal to tuple, then hello. Then we are printing here t. So tuple function, what is the role of here? It will show you all the alphabets segregately by using the string. So it may be possible with the help of tuple function.